Good afternoon, I'm Denise Tan, and this is One News Now. The LTFRB is standing by its earlier statement that there will be no transport crisis in 2024. This is an answer to a warning by progressive groups of fewer PUVs on the road by next year. That's as many of them have supposedly refused to join cooperatives. In a press briefing, the LTFRB claimed that about 35% of jeepneys and UV Express in Metro Manila have already consolidated. They will be plying major routes in 2024. Meanwhile, the LTFRB said it will issue show-cause orders to those who will not consolidate on or before the December 31 deadline. It also refuted claims that the government is taking away the livelihood of operators and drivers. Several transport groups held a caravan to protest the PUV modernization program. Youth groups also joined the drivers in their protest. Their call, no to PUV phase-out. They marched from the University of the Philippines to Welcome Rotonda in Quezon City, then to Mendiola in Manila. The government has been standing firm by its decision to not extend the December 31 deadline of the PUV consolidation. What's next for transport groups refusing to consolidate? On the phone now is Marval Buena, President of Manibela. Magandang hapon po sa inyo, sir. Kamustahin ko lang mabilis, alam ko po galing kayo sa caravan kanina. Nasa na po ba kayo ngayon?
Ma'am Denise, andito na kami sa Tayuma, De La Fuente. Malapit na po kami sa malapit na po kami sa UST.
Sir, ito po ano po ba ang plano talaga sa 2024? Dahil mukha pong hindi na talaga bibigay ang DOTR at ang LTFRB sa panawagan nyo na ibasura yung consolidation.
Patuloy kaming mananawagan at di po kami mawawalan ng pag-asa.
Sir, reaction naman po dun sa sinasabi ng LTFRB na may show cause order para sa mga hindi magko-consolidate.
Hindi po ganun yun, ma'am. Yung may show cause order po, ayon doon sa nabasa namin, yung mga hindi po nag-consolidate. Naintindihan natin na hindi talaga pwedeng basta-basta ito i-revoke. Ang Kongreso lamang po ang pwedeng magsabi kung revoke na po tayo o hindi.
Sir, alam din naman natin, may hanggang January 31 daw po kayo para sumali pa sa mga kooperatiba. Ano po yung senaryo sakaling manindigan po ang inyong mga membro na hindi talaga mag-consolidate? Ano naman po din ang naghihintay sa kanilang trabaho kung hindi na papayagang pumasada?
Ma'am, nagpapakita lang ito na yung inusog na deadline ay talagang marami pa ang hindi nagko-consolidate. At mas marami ang walang masasakyan ng taong bayan pagdating po ng January 1. Kaya po ito inusog. Pero ganoon pa man, nagpapasalamat tayo. At sana upuan uli ito at magkaroon ng dialogo. Sana ho, pagdating ng January 31, ma-extend pa rin po ito hanggang Disyembre.
Sir, ano naman po ang plano ng mga miyembro sa paparating na medianoche?
Salain ma'am, talagang hindi mo makita sa mukha ng mga driver at operator sa transport sector ang ngiti. Dahil nga po dito sa kinakaharap naming pagmasakar sa aming kabuhayan.
Well, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Again, that was Manibela President Marval Buena. Magandang hapon po at mag-ingat po kayo. Moving on, it's the New Year's weekend, and as expected, airports, terminals, and ports are now filled with passengers. At the NAIA Terminal 3, there's a steady stream of travelers. Lines in check-in counters are getting longer as we speak, with travelers even anticipating delays in flights. Airport officials are again advising passengers to be in the country's main gateway hours before their departure times. Online check-ins are also encouraged to avoid queues at NAIA. At the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange, or PTEX, several trips are already fully booked. These are bus rides bound for Cagayan de Oro, Daet Camarines Sur, and Sorsogon. Still, there are lines in ticket booths as chance passengers hope to still make it to their home provinces by New Year's Eve. The PTEX management is expecting passenger count to reach 150,000 today. Many travelers are also waiting at the Manila North Port. Several of them could welcome 2024 there as trips are delayed for various reasons. Shipping lines are reminding passengers to check text advisories to know if their trips are going on as scheduled. And as we go on break, we bring you live pictures from the North Luzon Expressway. One News Now will be right back. You are still watching One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Most Filipinos are getting ready for the New Year revelry. Lines in grocery stores and supermarkets are getting longer. Shoppers are now buying items for Medianoche or New Year's Eve dinner. Most of them are stocking up on the unusual holiday fare, even liquor to toast 2024. The shopping is expected to continue over the weekend. Meantime, 8 new cases of firework-related injuries have been recorded from December 28 to December 29. In total, 96 people have sustained injuries, mostly from illegal firecrackers. Department of Health hospitals nationwide are now on code white alert today until January 2. This means medical personnel will be on active on-call status. Some parts of the country may experience rains this New Year weekend. In Metro Manila, Baguio, Lawag, Batangas, and Tagaytay, there could be partly cloudy skies with isolated rain showers on December 31. It will also be rainy in some parts of the country. Overseas, Mexican and U.S. officials are working more closely as their shared border sees record migration. The two nations are seeking to strengthen a sponsorship initiative for Venezuelan, Cuban, Nicaraguan, and Haitian migrants. Caravans of migrants have been crossing the American and Mexican border by the thousands. Some activists and local media have put the inbound foot traffic at 7,000.
Cada vez hay más movimiento en la frontera, en los puentes, y por eso tenemos que estar atentos para que no se cierren los pasos. Se llegó a ese acuerdo, ya se están abriendo los pasos para el ferrocarril y los puentes fronterizos, normalizar la situación. Se avanzó en eso. También hablamos sobre la atención a las causas.
Back here at home, here are today's other top stories. Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo and U.S. State Secretary Anthony Blinken spoke via phone on Thursday. During their conversation, Manalo reaffirmed the country's abiding interest to protect its sovereignty. Blinken, in turn, reiterated Washington's, quote, ironclad commitment to Manila. Both officials also discussed strengthening cooperation in 2024. The Social Security system has extended a deadline for contribution payment today. This means business employers can still pay their workers' contributions for September and October on or before December 29. They also have until today to submit sickness notifications covering the period of October 20 to December 19. And Quiapo Church has bared the route for next year's Traslacion. That is being shown on your screens right now, with starting point at the Quirino Grandstand, ending at the Minor Basilica of the Black Nazarene. The Nazareno procession is expected to draw millions of devotees on January 9. It's been 3 years since the last traditional Traslacion was held due to the COVID-19 pandemic. One News Now will be back at 3:15 p.m. Join us again later. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News.